Hi. So today I'm going to talk to you about the 14th of February. You know what it is? 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Yeah, are you going to get nice presents from your darling? Maybe yes, maybe not. It all depends on your relationship and how it is going, see? But the configurations on that day, but it's about 4 a.m., universal time. So it's pretty early. And if you are in the USA, for example, it's most probably still February 13th, very late night, just before midnight, perhaps even less than that if you're in Los Angeles or somewhere around there. So in any case, on the 14th of February at about 4 a.m. universal time, the moon reaches 16 degrees in Capricorn here and creates an opposition with Jupiter, which actually triggers the energy of Jupiter, which is, the energy of well-being, of the good things of life. So you may be very surprised on Valentine's Day to receive a very beautiful present, perhaps even something much more expensive in some way than what you expect. So, get ready for this. But don't be disappointed if you don't get anything, because this configuration between the moon and Jupiter can create both sides, like, when you are quite disappointed and you feel that you're let down and so on and so forth. Emotionally, that can trigger ups and downs. But there is a very nice link here with Mercury, and another one next to it is the North Lunar Node. So what does Mercury represent? It represents communication. And Mercury is not retrograde, you see. On the 14th of February, it's not yet retrograde. It will retrograde from the 26th, 27th of February, so about 12, 13 days later. About that, I'm actually filming a webinar about the retrogradation of Mercury and what to expect during the 3 phases that it's going to retrograde in 2026. And also, I'm giving a lot of information about what Mercury means and what the retrogradation means, and how we can how we can benefit from something that has a bad reputation. Mercury retrograde, which tends to, to make it responsible for anything that goes wrong during that period when it is retrograde, which lasts for about 3 weeks. So I'm going to try and readjust all that particular appreciation of Mercury. So if you're interested, this webinar will be put online free of charge for everyone on the 26th of February, because it is either the day when it begins to retrograde or the day when it stands still, ready to retrograde. So see you soon. Now, Mercury is communication, right? So on that day, the 14th of February, if you have something to say, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. And if there is an important step forward for you to try and make, perhaps it is something very official, very administrative, perhaps. In any way, it may be even something legal. Well, do it on that day. Perhaps not that time, because the office is not probably going to be open yet. But if it is something that you can send by email or via some form on the internet, then you could do it at 4 a.m. universal time on that day. And whatever the time is where you are will make the difference, of course. And the North Lunar Node, which is next to Mercury, shows that it is the way we should be, getting ourselves toward what? Toward communication, of course. So if you give communication much more importance in your life on that day and other days actually, you should receive some kind of reward. And there is an inconjunct or quincunx with this conjunction between Mars and Vesta. So this could be something that will tend to hesitate in doing, which would be a shame perhaps, because the conjunction between Vesta and Mars indicates how much our action, represented by Mars, can favor well-being, balance, and harmony in our life. And if we have to do something concretely, and spontaneously to readjust our lives and perhaps our relationships with other people, then on that day we should try and make that extra effort to get up and get moving toward that direction, because the quincunx represents our tendency to procrastinate. So you may be lying in bed and you're thinking about what you should be doing or what the other person should be doing, if it is something that implies somebody else, of course. But you may tend to, let it go because you're nice and warm in bed, and you'll think to yourself, I'll have a look at it tomorrow. Why not? I mean, this configuration is going to last for a while, longer than the duration of this transit of the moon. And the moon is going to reach, actually, this conjunction in about 2.5 days. So probably on that 16th, 17th of February, the moon will be conjunct Mars and Vesta, and still quincunx with Jupiter. So if you don't do anything, and if you don't do what you recognize that you should be doing, if you don't do it, it's your own choice. It's your own responsibility. Because when the moon reaches Mars and Vesta, and I'll make a short video about that as well, you may get the consequences and face the consequences of not having acted when you should have. And when you knew that you should have, that is even worse. It makes you even more responsible for what may, be derived from this tendency to let things go and hope for the best. Yeah, we can all hope for the best, but it's better to act for the best than just hoping for it. And you'll agree with that most probably. Anyway, that's it for today. Next time, of course, I will analyze the conjunction with the moon and Pluto, which is going to be created on the following day. So on the 15th of February. That will be a video that I will put online very soon, probably in the next few days. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget about the webinar, which will be put online on the 26th of February. And all the best, take care and enjoy that Valentine's Day. Bye for now.